Okay. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Adapt to Thrive. I am super excited. This is the Birth Your Vision podcast series, and this is season 3. I have a fantastic guest with me today who is going to be talking about everything to do with the work that she's doing in the community. And also, she is a woman of many skills and many talents. And she's an enthusiastic entrepreneur. Her name is Ramaha. Malcolm, yes.
Yeah, my mom, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. She has so many different ventures, and she is well known for the amazing award-winning community organization that she actually runs in Birmingham, alongside a beautiful mother. She's the co-founder of Eloquent Praise and Empowerment Dance Company, which first opened its door to students on the 2nd of January 2014. The company has since gone from strength to strength, gaining so much awards, over 7 nominations and awards. And, she is just a prolific leader who wants to lead many young people into being creative in terms of dance. So today she's here with us to share some amazing nuggets about her journey, and also about an amazing, fantastic book in which I was so excited to receive this morning. She's going to be sharing so many inspirations with us today. So welcome, my beautiful guest.
Thank you
so
for having me.
to have you on. Thank you so much.
I'm
How are you?
here. I'm good, thank you. The weather's nice in Birmingham today, so it makes the lockdown a little bit easier to manage.
Absolutely. And I could see the sun reflecting into your beautiful face. Such a pleasure to welcome you. And I just want to say thank you so much to all the amazing guests who have actually logged on to join us on the Birth Your Vision podcast. We are live on YouTube and on Facebook as well today. So welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for everyone who is watching us today. We are going to be focusing on how to be a fantastic community leader, and how to lead, and also how to start writing your book. Okay. So let's get it started. Hi, Nelza. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for welcoming our beautiful guest today. So let's just kickstart it. So now, thank you so much. And I just wanted to basically welcome you to this platform. I remember having a great encounter with you because I saw your work, your beautiful work, and the amazing dance. It's so incredible, the picture that you sent me, and I was absolutely blown away.
Thank you.
It's phenomenal. I mean, so tell us, let's start from the beginning. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Tell us about your journey and how you got started, with the wonderful community service that you offer young people in Birmingham.
Okay, so I've been dancing all my life, really.
Wow.
I remember being 7, I think I was 17, and I said to my mom, I've been dancing for years, I've trained at different dance companies, and I don't feel like my gift is growing. I don't feel like it's going anywhere.
Yeah.
I remember my mom said to me, you'll only see the true fruit to be a gift when you give it back to God. You've got to give it back to him.
Indeed.
And at that time, I didn't understand what that meant. I was, 17 in tunnel vision teenage mode. I was thinking, what does that mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember signing up to a praise dance conference, the first kind of time that I danced in any arena for God.
Yes.
That conference changed my life. I mean, I came back from that conference and was like, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, I felt God. I know he's real. And then just weeks after that conference, me and my mom birthed Eloquent just in the kitchen. So we were sitting talking about how we could use dance and merge it with the community. And we just was like, oh, okay, we'll pray on it. Came back the next day, we birthed Eloquent. Didn't realize it would become, had no intentions for it to become what it has today. I wanted to start a little dance class, and before that, it wasn't even a dance class. It was literally dancing at people's weddings, people's events. We never understood the magnitude of the calling that we were answering.
Fantastic.
So now it's just, it's grown into what we could have never imagined. So it's just continuing to be that visionary, really, and paving the way for other young people to do great things.
I am so excited to just hear that. I love working with young people, and
Yeah,
it's really like one of my passion. I've always been a choir leader in church,
nice.
and I've always been a youth leader in church. And so I really love to work with young people and just support
Right.
and just empower them. So when I see someone like yourself who is young, who is energetic, who is
Yeah,
vibrant, and who is so talented, it just really warms my heart. So I am
you.
so, so, so proud of you. You're going to hear a lot of me saying that to you
Oh, okay, thank you.
through through this interview, because I
Mm,
really do see the work that you do, you and mom, you
yeah.
know. And if mom is there today, I want her to just come on and say hello.
Oh, she's still
you
working, but
know,
I will
yeah,
message her and see if she can jump on.
that's fine, no worries. So, tell us about, your journey also as a dancer.
Okay.
You are just an extraordinary dancer.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
really amazing. And I'm going to be sharing some stuff very soon. I
Oh,
hope I'm able to share it actually. Yeah, go on.
okay. So
Hmm.
my journey as a dancer, I haven't really always focused on becoming a dancer. I've more so
Yeah.
kind of kept it as a passion. So
Hmm.
I never really saw myself as an artist until
Yes.
I'd say about the last year, really. I was just using dance to just give back and just to share my gift. But it's only recently, in the last couple of
Yeah.
years or even months, that God has really been showing me that He has created me to do this and to do
Wow.
all of my heart.
Come
So
on.
I love dance. Dance is a healing for me. It allows me to release, and it keeps me grounded as well. It keeps me
Yes.
in. It just allows me to grow spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, as well as physically as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine. Indeed. So, now that you've said about your journey in terms of being a community leader and empowering young people in Birmingham through dance, and also, giving them the confidence that they need and the support that they need, which is truly amazing. Now, tell us about what inspired you to basically start this organization. And, since the time you've started, what have you achieved? Tell us those things that you've actually achieved.
So what's inspired us to start? I think
Mm,
we, like I said, we just planned to dance at weddings and events, and then
yeah.
that transpired into starting a dance class.
Mm,
From that dance class, we had 20 kids to 30 to 40 to 50 to 100. And then,
wow.
whoa, okay, this is not just a dance class. This is a ministry. This is a community organization. So then we started to infiltrate in mentoring, empowerment events,
Yes.
and just make the organization very well-rounded to address all of the young people's needs. But since
Fantastic.
starting, as in terms of successes, I think one of the biggest things that we like to cheer about at Eloquent is the fact that we've taken 40 dancers to Spain and
Wow.
Portugal to represent their country. And
Hmm.
yeah, they had the blessing of getting a bronze medal in 2018. So that was a big challenge, taking 40 dancers across the
Incredible.
other side of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some of the achievements that we like to that we're proud of and we're humbled by.
I'm so excited to actually hear that. I mean, how did the young people feel about traveling to go and perform in Spain? They must have been really
So
excited to go.
they were more excited to go and chill on the beach and catch some sun.
Indeed, absolutely. I would be
Like, we've
myself.
got to pray, come on, get in the studio. But yeah, it's a phenomenal opportunity. Some of them, it was their first time on the plane, and they're
Yes.
teenagers and young adults. So yeah, it's
Hmm.
absolutely amazing. Really.
Wow, that's just incredible. I really love that. So, in terms of the organization and all the empowering thing that you've been doing with young people,
Mhm.
tell us how people can actually get involved
Okay.
in maybe volunteering, or maybe even, being part of what you offer to
Yeah.
young people.
So you can visit our website. You can go to
Hmm.
www.eloquentpraisedancecompany.co.uk. You can find us on Instagram at Eloquent Praise or on Facebook at Eloquent Praise Dance, and just get in contact with us, drop us an email, and we'll get one of the team to respond.
Fantastic. So I know that there's a massive news that you want to actually share. You've actually shared it and I've seen it.
Yeah,
You are going to be running a massive creative arts center in Birmingham.
yeah,
Correct me
we're
if I'm
at
right or wrong.
the Art Centre.
Tell us
Yeah.
about it. Tell us about it. We want to know.
Oh wow, okay. So we got a studio for our ministry and our dance company 3 years ago.
That's
And
incredible.
we had this studio, we renovated it into this lovely space and home for dancers, and then we outgrew the studio. And we were
Right.
sitting on top of each other earlier this year, and we thought we need a bigger space.
Yes.
When we sat down to think about a bigger space, we didn't just have dance in mind. We had
Mm-hmm.
the creative arts in general. We had young people, community, family events,
Yes.
musicians, artists, just creative arts in all of its forms and all of its glory. So we didn't just want to focus on dance. So me
Mm-hmm.
and my mom sat together, we brainstormed, and we said, we don't want a studio, we want an art centre.
Yeah,
A bigger space, and thank God, because now we can adhere to social distancing guidelines in our new space. But yeah,
indeed.
we want to give back to the community, especially in the crisis that our culture is facing. We just think it's going to be a great opportunity for people to grow.
Absolutely. I mean, how does this really, really have a great effect on all the young people who are very much into art? They're very creative. What
Yeah,
are they saying about this new amazing center that is going to
they're
be
just like shocked
starting?
faces. Like, I think they
Yeah,
moving, so they expected another studio, but then we were like, no, we're going bigger, and we're claiming that God has in store for us what He said He would. So we move into an art center. You guys are going to be able to have a recording studio,
yeah,
a dance studio, a place where you can just chill and eat in the cafeteria. It really is going to be a
excellent.
space for them to just be themselves and to just create.
That's just incredible. I'm so proud of you. I mean, how does somebody get to the stage of creating such a great place for young people? What
Wow.
did you have to go through? What did you have to put in place to actually, build up this center?
Mm-hmm. I think we had to experience
Hmm.
the studio, which was a smaller scale. So I
Yeah.
feel like God gives us small, and He watches us, and He says, "Okay, let me see how you manage that.
How
Let
you
me
manage it?
how
Mm.
you're humbled by it. Let me see if your character changes with the different things that you come into play, and
Yeah.
most importantly, let me see how you manage adversity and challenges." And I think
Fantastic.
through that, God teaches you and He's testing you to see if you
Yeah.
can handle more. So I just
Indeed.
feel like this is us stepping out into more and showing God that, yeah, we've passed the first test. Now we're ready.
You have definitely excelled the first test, which is really incredible.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about your book. I am so blessed to have received it, and this is a copy of it right here with me.
Wow.
Dear future self. This
Yeah.
was what I mean. The cover definitely attracted me. Let me see if I
Oh,
could get it
I
here.
love
There we
it.
go. Here we go. Dear future self. Congratulations on this book.
Thank
Now,
you.
is this your first book?
Yeah, my first book, first of many, hopefully.
Yes, first of many. I've actually just opened it when I received it this morning because I had
Okay.
a very busy work schedule.
Yeah.
But I couldn't help but just admire all the points and all these simple affirmations, as well as um, there's something that you mentioned here: 6 different types of friends. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You said the drainer,
Mm-hmm.
the builder, the
Yeah.
plug, the stink bomb, the
Yeah.
copycat, the diamond gem.
Yes.
And it's really, really amazing because I was speaking to some of the women that I work with, being a mentor and a coach,
Yeah.
supporting women to start a business. And we were talking about 3 different types of people that you need in your circle
Okay.
in order for you to be able to thrive and to grow in your business and other areas of your life. And one of them was, I spoke to them about someone who is aligned with your vision.
Yeah.
Okay, so when someone is aligned with your vision, it's really easy for them to support you, to empower you, to motivate you, to uplift you, to
Yeah.
keep pushing you to get the best out of you. And
Amen.
so you put your energy on those people, isn't it?
Of
Because
course.
they are the ones that are actually pouring and elevating you, you
Yeah.
understand? So when you're running dry, they keep
Mm-hmm.
on pouring and anointing you to help you to rise and to,
That's
go
it.
for those amazing opportunities. So when I saw this, I just thought, wow, it sort of relate to that because,
Yeah.
there are different types of friends, there are different types of people in your life, and you really have to know how to manage them. So, what really made you sort of write about this chapter in your book,
Mm-hmm.
6 different types of friends?
Oh, it's so funny because when I was writing that chapter, I was really struggling with trying to group different types of friendships because we all have lots of friendships, but
Yes.
no friendship is the same.
Indeed.
Really thinking, how do I categorize this so that people can relate to it?
Yeah. When I saw it, I definitely related to it because, to be quite honest, there are people who are just a diamond gem. And in my mind, I'm thinking those who are supporters. Am I right in saying that? Yeah.
Support.
And then you have those who would actually just take from you constantly without giving back. And
Yeah,
then you have those who drain you,
that's the one. Yeah.
you know, and it's really about managing your time and managing the friendships to see what value are they
Yeah.
bringing to your life, you know. So yeah, tell me more about that.
So yeah, the friendships part, I think I was also trying to encourage young women to
Mm,
identify what types of friends you have, because often we just think we've all got good friends, but if you
yeah,
can start to identify, you know who you need to spend more time around, who you need to
exactly.
take a break from, who you need to pour into more, you know, to see the friendship develop more, or who you need
Yes.
to take a step back from and say, oh, okay, less time with this person. So it's just
Absolutely.
helping people to identify really what is going to allow them to grow, and it is the people you spend your time around.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that some of us, we kind of um not spend the right time with the people that we are supposed to be spending time with? Because sometimes those who are supposed to be pouring on us, we tend not to spend enough time with them, and we go to those who are draining us. Do you think, what do you think about that?
I think sometimes we're just gravitated to giving.
Yeah.
Then when we're giving, we don't realize that it's no longer giving; it's us being taken
Mm,
from. So it's
exactly.
finding the right balance. Am I giving here, or am I just being taken from continuously?
Yeah.
Because it's sometimes we finish our day and we're drained, and we're like, why do I feel so empty?
So
And
empty.
of course,
Yeah,
we've got to
indeed.
realize we've spent the whole day with drainers.
Yes, absolutely. That is so true. You know what? Tell me about the inspiration behind this book.
Okay.
What made you start writing?
So I was writing the book for about 3 years now. I started when I was in university.
Yeah.
I just thought to myself, as a young girl growing up in my teens,
Mm,
I didn't
yeah.
have a go-to book or podcast or anything like that where I could
Mm,
be transparent and
yes.
find advice on challenges that I was experiencing. So I thought,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to write this book. I'm going to be as transparent as possible. I'm going to cover
Yeah.
all the topics I struggle with in hope
Right.
that some young girl will just benefit from it.
Mm,
Mhm.
fantastic. It sounds really amazing. Now, when it came to writing this book, did you have to kind of spend days and, you know, hours on it? What was it like, the process, you know, the process of you writing a book? Because obviously birthing something
Yeah,
takes a lot of time and a lot
of
of motivation. How was the process of writing this book for you?
it was horrible.
Oh God.
I have to be honest, it just took so long, but I think
Yeah.
my attention in other things, that's why the book took me so long. But if I was to do
Hmm.
another one, I'd know how to manage my time better and when to
Yeah.
and when to leave it alone. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you. But like you said, it's like birthing something. So you
Indeed.
know that you're gonna have to put the work in to see
Yes.
the finished product in excellence.
Fantastic. What sort of research did you have to do? Because you have quite a lot of information in
Yeah,
terms of different, you know, let's see. Okay, so on page 88, it talks about love and the workbook. And
yeah.
and there's a heading which is about reflect. What does love really mean to you? So
Mhm.
you know, different questions. Did you have to do a lot of research to be able to create, you know,
Yeah.
the section for the workbook and the exercises for those who read it?
Yeah, in terms of research, I think my main research was just being in my word, and
Yeah.
on my word, God would show me chapters, and He would show me
Mm-hmm.
more chapters to the point where my book mentor had to say to me, "Stop writing."
Yeah.
The book, man, you can do a part two. So I think that was my main research. How does God see love? How do we react to love as people? And just looking into all the different chapters, really. But
Hmm.
making sure my foundation was the Word of God.
Fantastic. I really love that. So, what really inspired the title? You know, the title, Dear Future Self. What inspired you to actually come up with that lovely title?
I think it was more so just talking into your future self. So you
Yeah.
write the book so you can become the best future you that you can possibly be.
Fantastic. So have you had quite a lot of reviews in terms of people reading it, and what have they been saying?
So I had a book launch in January. Thank the Lord,
Brilliant.
before COVID-19 came into play.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
after the day after the book launch, someone had taken the book home and read it all in one night, and I was like, wow.
wow.
And then I
Wow.
you at like 3 a.m. in the morning to say how the book was already changing her life, and she'd spend the whole day, the whole night, even work, lunch break in the book.
Wow. That's incredible.
So yeah, it's been humbling how many people it's touched, and still
Wow.
more to touch, I think.
I mean, so what do you really hope for people to get out of this book when they read it? What transformation do you want to take place when they read it?
I want them to find their purpose,
Hmm.
know their true identity, and
Yes.
continue to walk in integrity.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Now, do you have the book with you?
I do have a
You
copy.
do? Yeah.
Some
Do you have a copy? It'll be nice for us to look at some of the wonderful pages, because it's really incredible what you've actually done
let me see.
and what you've written about. You've even talked about overcoming fear, confidence, well, Godfidence. You've talked about self-respect and also not to settle for less. I mean, it's really just amazing. So many
I
things
don't
that
think
you've
I have
actually
a copy
written
with
about.
me. Sorry, guys. I think it's downstairs.
That's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to read the part where you
Okay.
talk about overcoming fear, because we all, most of us, I won't say all, some of us, we struggle with fear, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And it's really something that causes a lot of barrier,
Yeah.
and it affects us to actually start something or create something. And this is something that is ongoing actually. And
Mm-hmm.
until we get support and we get help to kind of break down those barriers and look at different ways to improve it, and also to have support with our mindset, we're still
Yeah.
going to sort of be in that same bubble. So let me just read. This is from page 23, and I'm reading from your wonderful book. It's about overcoming fear. So when we approach situations in life and walk in unlimited confidence, this eliminates all elements of fear that may present itself in our life, which is really amazing. Now, what really inspired the beginning of that? Tell us about that.
I think we all face some elements of fear
Yeah.
absolutely in our life. And I really wanted to, I think that's in the confidence chapter, hopefully.
Yes, is around the God. Yeah, it's definitely the next to the Godfident workbook. Yeah.
I really wanted to people to understand that when you walk not in your own confidence, but when
Mm,
you walk in the confidence that God allows you to have, and you lean your understanding on Him,
yes,
you think less about being fearful. You
exactly.
rely less on fear, and you rely more on Him and what He can do in and through your life. So yeah, that
Absolutely.
inspired that part.
That is really awesome. And then I also love the fact that you have something that people can actually reflect on,
Yes.
which is like the workbook area where you
Yeah.
talk about the weaknesses and the strength, on how to eliminate fear. I mean, share with us one or two nuggets in terms of how we can actually, eliminate fears, and also, work on our weaknesses as well.
Yeah. So in the book, next to each weakness, I tell you to write down a list of your strengths and your weaknesses side by side.
Yeah. Mm,
And next to each weakness, I've said if you can find a scripture in the Bible that counteracts how you should feel about that weakness. So,
yeah.
for example, if you've got the feeling, I don't feel confident in my own skin, I feel a little bit, less confident. Find a scripture where God talks about loving you because He
Yeah.
has created you. And
Mm-hmm.
every time you feel that fear or that self doubt creeping, just say that scripture over your life.
Yes.
Pronounce that affirmation over your life. Declare it. Speak it out loud, because your words have power. And each time you say that, the more you begin to believe it, and the more you lean towards being confident as opposed to
Yeah.
fear.
Absolutely. That's incredible. I mean, in terms of you writing a book, and this is actually your first book,
Yeah.
what has been the most surprising thing that you've actually discovered about yourself,
Yeah.
in the process of writing this book?
The fact how much I love writing, I didn't realize when I hated writing dissertation
Wow.
assignments. at uni, I just wanted to write about my passion for God,
Yeah.
passion for other things. So yeah, I think writing more has really shown me that I need to get some more books written, and God is
Yes.
taking me through experiences so that I can write about them.
Absolutely. I mean, what message would you give those who are actually the aspiring authors who are thinking about writing a book, but they're not really sure? What sort of message can you give them? A message of encouragement, I guess.
My message to you is your book is your legacy. Once
Absolutely.
you have left this earth, your book
Mm,
will remain in somebody's hands or somebody's house, passed
yes.
down through generations for years. So that is your nugget of wisdom that you can leave on this earth to
Mm-hmm.
the future up and coming generation. We have to do our part in passing the baton and
Absolutely.
book, a hard copy book that can't get lost or missed in the internet or lost on downloads. A hard
Mm-hmm.
copy that you continue to pass through generations is your legacy. Or part
Fantastic.
of, yeah.
It is indeed. I totally, definitely agree with you. Now, tell us about when it comes to writing a book.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want to know. One or two people who've actually asked a question around how
Okay.
do you even get started to write a book?
So,
What is the process to write a book when it
so
comes to writing a book?
the first thing that I did was I got a big A3 sheet of paper and
Right.
tried to brainstorm different ideas that I wanted to cover in the book. So it
Okay.
doesn't have to start off so structured. You can just put down what you feel needs to be done. And then
Yeah.
from that, you start to group themes that, would work well together. And
Mm-hmm.
then you start to birth sub chapters and chapters. You don't
Incredible.
start with the title because sometimes the title will come out of your writing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just get started.
Yeah. You've
Even
heard it here first. Get
if
started. Yeah.
to physically write, speak into your iPhone. There's an amazing feature that I found when I was writing my book. I could
Please
talk
share.
into my iPhone and it would just write it for me.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
I copy
Is
that
there a
across.
specific app on your iPhone or
No,
just,
it's
yeah,
literally on the iPhone in notes. You
in
open
notes? Okay.
and tap the microphone and just begin to speak. It will scribe
Speak.
it for you. Yeah.
Fantastic. That is so amazing.
So
That is really helpful. Yeah, exactly. Wow.
yeah,
Listen, ladies, we're now hearing something very positive and new here.
of
So
course.
there is no excuse at all. Just record it on your notes, which is actually one of the apps on your iPhone, and it will actually scribe it for you. So
Yeah.
there is no excuses at all. I had a conversation with somebody today, and they were very, very, very influenced by what I do. And
Brilliant.
they gave me such an amazing motivational support. And I was really, really inspired by that. And I told that person, if I had not started, then I would not be in a position whereby you'll be able to see me, for
Of
me
course.
to be visible, and for you to actually be inspired by what I do. So I'm encouraging every single person watching that please make a start. If you want to write your book, do it today. There's no more waiting. There are opportunities out there. Today I'm talking to an amazing female entrepreneur, very creative. She's multi-talented. She's an award winner, and she's an author, she's a speaker, she's a dancer, she's so many things, and she wears so many hats. And it's because she's been able to step out of a comfort zone. She's been able to take action, and she's here today with me, and I'm interviewing her so that you can see that things are possible. It's possible for us to do and to be who we want to be. We can be our own brand. We are the brand, really, to be honest with you. Absolutely. So, moving on to your, let's talk a little bit about putting your book on Amazon. How was that experience for you? Take us through that step by step so that people who are watching can actually get some information on how to do theirs as well.
So the first thing I did was I found a book mentor who had done many times already. Because I knew that and Amazon is very intricate in how you have to upload your book, the cover
Yes.
details, it has to go through a check-in process. It's very intricate. So I found myself a book mentor who had already wrote 5 books already. And
Mm-hmm.
he walked me through the whole process. He held my hand, and I feel
Oh,
like it's really essential for anybody who wants to write a book for the first time. Find
mm,
someone who's done it before, and
yes,
just ask them for advice. Get them to walk.
exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're right.
Reading process, you've got to send it off to proofreaders to make sure that it's absolutely professional. They do
Indeed.
it for you. There's the book cover design, you have to get that done also. There's lots of
Mm,
different layers to writing a book, so seek a
absolutely. Yeah,
mentor.
that's absolutely right. I think getting somebody who's already done it before,
Of
that
course.
is the best way to get support. Just ask them for information and they'll be able to help you, or get yourself a coach or a mentor. There's so much information out there, it's unbelievable. So many resources online. Get started today. Start
Mm,
mapping out the ideas and get it done today. I'm trying to actually share my screen. I wanted to show a
okay.
video of you and mom
Oh,
running the organization. I had a view of it yesterday.
oh, brilliant.
Thought it was really amazing. Hopefully I could do it. Let's have a
Okay.
go. I'm not sure if it's going to come on, but hey, we learn new things every day. So let's see if it's going to come on. We don't even know. Okay, let's have a look. Let me see if I should share my audio. Okay. Right, I'm going to try something else and see if it's going to come on.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Screen shares easy monitors. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's not going to allow me to share it, but I will be sharing it on our page to let people see the
Okay.
amazing work that you do so that they can have an idea. And whoever wants to actually get involved,
Yeah.
those who are in Birmingham, they could actually see your amazing work. So tell us, what is next for you? Being an author,
Yeah.
running an amazing community organization to empower young people in dance. Um, you're a maths teacher, you teach tuition online.
Yeah, I actually was a full-time maths teacher up until
Mm,
February, where I
yeah,
decided to leave my job because I just couldn't manage doing everything I was doing and working full-time. It was just crazy.
yeah, I could
But
totally
yeah,
imagine.
maths is another passion of mine.
Fantastic. So are you a maths teacher originally?
Yeah, secondary
Yes.
school maths teacher. Yeah, and I do primary also. So
Mm-hmm. That's truly
not
awesome.
much teaching now. I think I'm more so gonna be working on the creative side and then just have my maths tuition company. So I won't be in schools anymore, but still teaching.
Still teaching, that's really good. And how have you found the online teaching? Obviously, everybody has now sort of started doing the virtual online.
Of course.
Everything is now online. How did you find that?
The transition at first was very like different, but it's
Mm-hmm.
allowed me to reach so many people that I wouldn't have been able to reach had I
Yeah,
face to face or mobile tuition. So I'm really grateful that I've found how to use online to benefit so many kids who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting face to face, but already blessing them through online.
right.
It's a
Fantastic.
blessing.
That
Mm,
is really, really incredible. So tell us about what is next for you,
mhm.
in terms of any projects, any events coming up,
Yeah,
or even a future book that you
yeah.
might be thinking of writing.
So what's next for me? To really focus on the art centre. I'm really excited about it. Just get that off the ground. Um,
Mm,
once COVID restrictions are lifted, I can get back into the art centre, the studio, and
fantastic.
start creating some new dance pieces with my organisation.
Mm,
We've got a lot to do now that there's so much has happened during this time. We usually create dance pieces to inspire and change people's lives. So I'm really itching to get back
to
creative.
get back to creativity,
Yeah,
incredible. Wow, that's really
getting
awesome.
married next year. So I'm also planning a wedding, which is just crazy.
Oh,
What I'm doing.
oh wow, your wedding or
Yeah,
somebody else's
yeah,
wedding? Your wedding.
yeah, getting married next year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, incredible. Are you going to have a massive wedding or just
I
a
hope so.
small?
I like so I'm just gonna do it one time and I'm just gonna do it all out properly.
Oh, that is really amazing. Congratulations. I'm so, so happy and delighted for you. And I'm sure all the young people will be sort of contributing to this wedding as well. And obviously maybe performing on
They've
the day.
that they're choreographing a piece, so I'm leaving them to it. Yeah, let's
Oh,
do it.
that is so amazing. You are such a great leader, a great
you.
influence. It's a pleasure having you on this platform.
Thank you so
I just want you to leave a positive motivational message for those who have been watching us today.
much.
A message of hope and courage, especially during this season, and
Yeah.
also about, for anybody who wants to get started to do anything that they've always desired to do. What would
Yeah.
that message be?
So my advice would be don't wait.
Yeah.
COVID-19 has taught us anything. It's taught us to realign with our passions, find what we truly love to do, because life is too short to sit on your giftings. If God has given you the potential and He's stored so much inside of us, so explore every avenue of that. Be multi.
Absolutely.
Just limit yourself to one lane. God has
Yeah.
called us to be great, so just make sure you're walking in your purpose, because that's the
Yes.
thing that we would absolutely regret if we didn't do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for really kind of selling that for us very nicely. Now tell our audience, where can they actually get your book from and how can they connect with you?
Yeah. So you can get my book from my website, www.romanamalcolm.com/shop. It's on sale now, it's half price. Or you can get it on Amazon. Just type in Dear Future Self in the search bar.
Fantastic. You are just an amazing queen. I just want to say thank you to Mom as well for raising such a beautiful woman and a leader who is really doing something phenomenal.
Mom's amazing. Thank you.
Pardon? So thank you so much for being on the Birth Your Vision podcast series. It's a pleasure having you here. How have you found
person one day?
Yes, indeed. It will be such an amazing opportunity to meet you, but I'm sure we will. And also, I wanted to tell people that you're actually going to be performing at the All Women's Network Conference on the 27th. We are super excited to welcome you, and we are yet to see the amazing dance you're going to be performing online. So thank you so much for being part of the All Women's Network Conference on the 27th, and also for being part of the podcast. It's really a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much to all the amazing viewers who have joined us today to listen to our beautiful guest share her story, share her journey. It's a journey of hope and also a journey to actually inspire you to do whatever it is you've been told or called to do, or whatever you desire that you want to do. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody's saying thank you. It's been a pleasure having you here as well. And I will definitely be in touch with you. So how did you find the whole process in terms of coming on to this program?
Oh, it was great. It was really well explained, really professional. I usually get lots of requests to come onto people's things, but
the
way they come across and the information that I get isn't always clear. But you were clear, so professional, and I didn't need you to feel your energy. So thank you for having me.
Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much. And that really means a lot to me. I think in everything that we do, we have to exercise a level of professionalism and also to be positive. And those two things, that is who I am. And it's really a nice thing to hear you say that. So thank you so much. Everyone is saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to love and I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to be in touch with you. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Have a great evening. Stay blessed.
Bye.
And keep doing what you're doing. Stay blessed. Bye.